Many thanks for making time to speak to us, Wendy. Just give us a sense of what Startup Nation actually does.
Startup Nation Central is an NGO that's based in Israel. We are a nonprofit, non-revenue organization, and what we do is connect Israeli technologies to the world, and we connect the world to Israeli technologies. Now, what does that actually mean? Well, there are 6,000 startups in Israel. And the other thing you need to know about Israel is that we have no market. So the minute that a startup opens its doors, its conversation is with overseas markets. Startup Nation Central was born in order to ramp up that connectivity. So for us, when a government or a C-level from a large company, Fortune 1000 and above, comes to us with a particular problem or a pain point or a challenge that they have, then we are there in order to connect them to potential solutions in the Israeli ecosystem.
This sounds like really a lot going on, at least on the startup space. Do you get the sense that a forum like this, AGRF, is actually a huge platform to maybe network or identify gaps, to say the least?
Absolutely. For an organization like Startup Nation Central to be at AGRF, where we brought not only a booth, but we also are here with about 8 different Israeli startups and organizations. And for us, it's an opportunity, as I mentioned earlier, since we are a completely neutral player in the tech sector, that means we're non-conflicted and we're able to really partner with anyone that we think will help accomplish these goals. So for us to be here and interact with the stakeholders at AGRF, it's a powerful opportunity. I mean, we see from the traffic at our booth and from the exposure that these Israeli startups that are here are getting, we've just found it's an amazing opportunity. And even more than that, because we are far away, it's super important for Israelis, for aggregators like ourselves, and for Israeli entrepreneurs to get a closer look at what are some of the problems on the continent here. And beyond that, and there's been a lot of talk about this at some of the panels here, there's the whole issue of even if you have a solution, is it going to be accessible for smallholder farmers? Is it going to be affordable for smallholder farmers? So it's enabling us to deepen that conversation.
There's been lots of excitement between, AGRA's president, Dr. Kalibata, and maybe yourself. There's maybe something in the pipeline. Could you just give us a sense of what the future holds between the two parties?
Sure. So we understood when we met Strive Masiwa, the chairman of AGRA, and then when we met Agnes and her team, that AGRA is uniquely positioned to deeply map what are the specific challenges in the agriculture space in Africa. As you know, they're trying to do sustainable agriculture for 30 million Africans across 11 countries. And through their deep understanding of the sector and of the market here, they're able to have a very serious and strategic conversation with us and to help us figure out what are the best technologies that could be brought to Africa. Now, it doesn't end there because they have this sophisticated knowledge of the scene here. They're able to look at some of the solutions that are found in Israel and help figure out what are the business models that would have to be created in order to adapt them to the African market.
Many thanks for making time, Wendy.
With pleasure.